Now we move to the heavyweight match, the final match of the evening at the National High School Wrestling Championships, and it's Bill Maurer from Wisconsin wearing the green ankle bands, and from Minnesota, Karl Jones wearing the red ankle bands. Maurer from Wisconsin, 98-21 in his career. This is a rematch, by the way, of a match that took place in the Wisconsin-Minnesota Invitational, and in that matchup, Bill Maurer bested Karl Jones.
I had a little note here. These kids cannot exceed 275 pounds as high school wrestlers.
There's 2 points on a takedown for the young man from Apple Valley High School in Minnesota, Karl Jones.
Well, there's a new twist. You have a heavyweight taking him down and letting him up.
And he lets him up and gives him 1 point, so it's 2-1 in favor of Jones.
I mean, there was no hesitation there on Jones's part. He got his 2 points, let him up, trying to duck under.
These two have gone head-to-head before, so it should be a very entertaining match. There's 2 points once again for Karl Jones.
Maurer took a shot and was way out of position there. Jones just kind of pressured him right off to the side. Now, may have gotten an early 2 out of that. Maurer coming right up out the back door for 2 points.
So Maurer picks up 2. It's 4-3 Jones with 54 seconds remaining in the first period. Very entertaining match so far. Jones 125-8 in his high school career, and Maurer was 98-21 in his high school career.
Maurer was in trouble there. He had that arm trap. Jones moves pretty fluently for a man his size.
Another 2 points for Jones, 6-3 advantage for Karl Jones. By the way, in his 4-year career, Bill Maurer had 60 pins.
Wow.
Interesting that coming into this match, as we have a timeout for Karl Jones to collect himself. Coming into this tournament, Bill Maurer had not been taken down, according to his little dossier. Not been taken down this year.
That's an incredible statistic.
Let's check in right now with Todd DeAngelis and Dave Hunter.
That's right, George. I'm here with David Hunter, the Media and Facilities Director. You have to be happy with the way this tournament has come off this year.
We're very pleased. We saw a lot of things happen. We went into a 3-year program in Pittsburgh, and we're real pleased with what we've seen. Our numbers went up very well, and the participation was just super.
We're hoping to have you in Pittsburgh again next year. What do you think?
Well, we're going to evaluate it. We have no reason not to be back. We're going to look at all the different aspects of it, because there are a great deal of things, including media. And we like Pittsburgh, and we want to be here, and we're going to do our best to stay here.
Okay, great. David Hunter, the Director of Media and Facilities. We're back to action now, George.
Back to first period action with the heavyweights, Karl Jones of Minnesota and Bill Maurer of Wisconsin. Two big bodies going at one another.
Karl Jones almost locking hands on top. That's what the official's looking at.
Maurer trying to stand up and run away from him, and he gets the 1 point escape, and now a 2 point reversal there. 6-5.
Out of time.
Jones with the advantage as we end period number 1.
Tremendous amount of action for 2 heavyweights. Usually we're used to 2 guys leaning on each other, but when you get to this level and this caliber.
These guys move pretty well for their size.
I don't want to get out there with them.
Here's a look at Maurer running away from Jones, and turns, then the reversal.
Turns, faces him, gets his 1 and 2.
Boy, is that a quick move.
Good job. Yeah, that was a 105-pound move.
As we start the second period, Jones will be on the bottom, Maurer on top.
Maurer just working a tight waist, bar 6'5", a lot of match here. Working a head lever, takes it up over the head. Jones moving in great spurts of energy, which is tough, but Maurer, I think, has been here before with Jones, and he's showing that right now. Ready for that explosion.
Maurer from Sussex High School in Hamilton, Wisconsin. Jones listed his wrestling strengths as takedowns, throws, and quickness, and we've seen that from him so far.
We've got a warning for stalling for Jones on the bottom, and it's a good call. He had one little burst of energy, and a whole minute almost went by. Okay, coming out facing him. Maurer was in a real good position. No change.
They go off the mat. Maurer, 92 state champion, was the MVP in the Wisconsin tournament, co-captain, and had a record for pins this season in Wisconsin with 25 pins this year.
Terrific. Now we have another injury. Red, that would be Jones again.
Jones is down on the edge of the mat.
Can't really see. Not sure what the problem is there. Okay, we're watching it again.
As he went off the mat, he may have caught his head right on the corner of the mat, because these guys go off it. When they go off the mat, they go off the mat.
Oh, God. Once again, in some of the earlier rounds, I've seen them just flying into those score tables.
We have 40 seconds remaining.
Second period action resuming.
Injury time. Injury time, we have 40 seconds, right?
Okay. We have a minute and 5, it looks like.
Now Ambrose is saying 40 seconds, a minute 5 seconds remaining. They had 40 seconds in injury time. Jones quickly turning around, and Maurer and he both go off the mat. I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to be sitting at one of those tables on the edge of the mat with those guys come off the mat flying at you.
I'm thinking about scooting this one back a little bit, if it's all right with you. At a 7-5 bout.
7-5, Jones with the advantage. 51 seconds remaining in the second period.
Maurer wants to lock into that upper body stuff. Evidently feels very comfortable there. Jones, as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, that's a good deal. He should go up top with him, because he can get him up on his toes and toss him.
Both in the neutral position.
And we do have, that's right, Jones was warned for stalling, so we will have to have the action moving here.
Trying to shoot in on a leg, can't do it. Here's Jones. Tried again, he still can't get in there.
Jones shooting a few half shots, but not really committing himself. Things starting to wind a little bit. He had a lot of big flurries in the beginning. Took a little bit out of him. 10 seconds.
Two big guys like this, too, leaning on one another, they tend to get winded in a hurry.
Absolutely. Showing it, obvious signs.
And that's the end of the second period. As we move to the third period, Karl Jones of Apple Valley High School of Minnesota with a 7-5 lead over Bill Maurer of Wisconsin. Maurer will be on the bottom as we start the third period.
I'm not sure if Mr. Jones is with us yet. He's still a little bit woozy after going off the mat, and I think you're right there, George. He might have hit his head and just kind of not in things right now. He's going to cut him loose.
He lets him go, and that's a point for Maurer. It's now 7-6 in favor of Karl Jones.
Now that's interesting. It's a wonder he didn't at least try to hold him down, get him a little winded.
Well, he likes the takedown, according to his dossier, and he also has as his favorite move the foot sweep.
Oh, okay, that's freestyle. That's getting some underhooks and just sweeping it, just what it says. You take your foot and you kick out the opponent's foot and take it up into a single, or sometimes you can take him right to his back there. Yeah,
and he got hit in the eye. Sometimes that'll happen when you start pawing at one another like they do when they're. He got hit in the eye. He's okay though.
Yep.
Karl Jones getting the little shot to the eye.
Maurer had a real nice double leg on him off the mat on the side there. See what happens. There it is again.
And they're off the mat. Ambrose moving quickly to make sure they don't go any further off the mat.
If Mr. Jones continues to back up, We're running out of injury time. 35 seconds.
I still think you're right. I don't think he's recovered from going off the mat and hitting his head.
He's not totally with us right now, and that's what the trainer's looking at. Look at his eyes.
And, of course, that shot he got in the eye didn't help matters either. Down to 12 seconds in injury time. 10, 9. He's got to be able to answer the bell at 00, right?
Immediately.
He's down to 3 seconds left in injury time as they resume. 1 minute 22 seconds remaining in the match, and Jones hanging on to a 7-6 lead over Maurer. Trying to shoot in on a leg, can't get in there.
Plenty of time there for both wrestlers. Once again, in this situation, either man, naturally, Maurer needs a takedown to go up, and there's a good call.
And that ties it at 7 apiece as he called Jones for stalling.
Jones is burying his head in there, and that is right there. What he's doing there is stalling. It's right in the rule book. It's viewed that way. It's called burying the head and blocking off.
Now we got a whole new ball game tied at 7 apiece with 48 seconds remaining in the match, and it could go either way now.
Maurer's got to keep after him. Jones needs a big takedown. He's been kind of shut out for the past 2 minutes. He opened up early, did a great job, and now he's been silent, and he's got to do this right now.
Maurer's in on him.
Maurer's got to pull that in. He's got to jab him back here.
25 seconds remaining.
He doesn't have all day. This may be his only shot. He's got to keep it now. 20 seconds to go. He's got to hold on to that and take him down.
And he gets the 2 points with 14 seconds remaining in the match and takes a 9-7 lead.
You talk about determination. Jesus. How about that one, huh?
Bill Maurer from Sussex High School, Hamilton, Wisconsin, has captured the heavyweight championship at the 3rd Annual National High School Wrestling Championships as he defeats his rival Karl Jones for the 2nd time this season.
What an exciting finish to this entire tournament. 2 heavyweights totally going at each other. Maurer showing great composure, coming back, getting the victory.
Fred Ambrose raises the hand of Bill Maurer. He is our heavyweight champion as that concludes the matches here at the 3rd Annual National High School Wrestling Championships. We still have award ceremonies coming for 189 pounds and the heavyweight division.
In 3rd place from New Jersey.
Let's go to our colleague Todd DeAngelis and the heavyweight champion.
That's right, George. Bill Maurer, and what a way to end the tournament with a come-from-behind victory. Had to feel good after being behind.
Oh, yeah, it always feels good to come from when you're behind. It's the best.
You had a little bit of a breather there when he was injured. He got poked in the eye. Did that help you out, give you a little bit of a breather?
No, I felt I was in good enough shape, at least better than him, because he's the one taking the breaks. I'd rather had him not take the breaks because he's the one that was getting tired, and I ended up scoring most of my points later on in the end of the match because he was tired, mostly.
Okay, congratulations. Bill Maurer, our heavyweight champion. George, what a way to end a tournament.